How's it going, ladies and bruisers? I'm Bobby Sixkin and welcome back to Torment, Tides of Numenera. Now we've got a few things to do in this one. Hopefully we can get some of this murder investigation done. I actually went over the journal entry for it in between recordings, and it says that we should probably question everybody at the Dendra O'Hur again after all the information we've gathered. So we should go do that. And then we'll probably dump Tabir and try and grab Rin and take it back. Then we're going to Circus Minor because we've got a lot to do in there. So yeah, busy, lots to do. Oh, we need to ask around in Circus Minor as well about the Dendra O'Hur. I think it was about Kitawa or whatever her name is. And we need to ask in the manufacturer, I think, about the big lumbering bastard. Let's go talk to this guy. The construct. Anything new for me? Have you seen any Dendra O'Hur in the manufactory lately?
Making a note.
What does that have to do with anything, the construct rules? Am I supposed to take stock of every human that stumbles aimlessly across my floor? It pauses. Its two bright eyes scanning the ceiling. Ah yes, I did see one, as a matter of fact. A large male was lounging under one of the pipes, drinking and slobbering to himself. Then, it continues in tones of deep disgust, he slept through all that shrieking about a murder. Barely even woke up to vomit on himself. Well, that's that done. Stay clear of the forge. I shall. Alright, well, he's got an alibi now. But we'll talk to him again anyway. I didn't really want to come back and talk to these crazy bastards.
In the shadows.
But we got no choice. Mbitu. Welcome back. I see you're still on your feet. Yes. Okay, do we have anything more to ask you? Okay, not you. We'll talk to you, Mallet. Now, I know you didn't do it, but hopefully you can give me some more insight. Questions about the murders. I want to talk to you about your eating habits. Is that right? He says, scratching one of his sharpened teeth. Not much of a mystery there. I eat people. I like it. He shrugs. If that doesn't ask you your questions, go on and ask. Kiyatawa says you've been killing people instead of waiting for them to die.
I'm ready to pick my path.
People? She said that. He shoots a dark look at Kiyatawa. Yeah, alright, but not people, he says, stretching his thick neck. It was just the one. Someone. Yeah, I ain't gonna give you a name. Who stole something from me once. And the fact that you ain't here asking about him means no one misses him. You sound like a man with a lot of grudges. Sure you didn't decide to settle some with Fulsom? You must think I'm an idiot, he says. Sometimes grudges pay off, right? Make you feel good. Brighten your gut. He slaps his belly. But not one, no one, ever gets the better of Fulsom. Even if I killed every one of his proteges, and I'm not saying I killed even one, the man would have me skinned and hung before I dropped my club. Are you sure you haven't killed anyone else since you joined the Dendra O'Hur? Yeah, I'm sure, he says, his unusual smile, however, is missing. Doesn't eating human flesh bother you? Bother? No, bother ain't the right word. He rubs the back of his neck. You think you're going to mind the taste, but you don't. The part I don't like is the memories from the person you eat end up in your head, and you can't make them shut up. The four of us ate this Skolark. Not a fancy one, but one with old robes. Kiyatawa was talking about some word she kept hearing after. He scowls. I didn't get a word. I saw a memory of his when I was picking him out of my teeth. He was lying in bed, dying maybe, waiting for his son to come and see him. His eyes kept closing, and his son never came. He shakes his head, like a beast trying to dislodge a biting insect. Not that I saw anyway. And that's just from one meal. Why do you eat corpses if it troubles you so much? It doesn't trouble me, he growls, but his voice is shaking. It just ain't easy. But it'll get better. Look at Mbitu, he's been doing this a long time. You glance at Mbitu. The elderly head of the Dendra O'Hur waves and gives you a huge, rotten grin. Okay, farewell. Back to Kiyatawa. She doesn't spare words on you this time, she merely nods, her weary gaze cataloguing the position of everyone in the room. I have more questions about the murders. You sure you've never heard of the Children of the Endless Gate before? She shakes her head looking confused. Okay, well we got nothing new with you. And I don't think we got anything with you. No. Alright, so... She said she saw the bloody circles in the bloom. And we need to talk to people in Circus Minor. So what we're going to do now is we're going to head back up. And we are going to drop to Beer and we're going to get Rin and then we're going to head back to Circus Minor. And complete some missions. Because we don't really have anything else to do here, I don't think.
Yes.
I think Tabir is our least useful member. Actually, I should probably take his equipment off in case he takes it with him. I'm not sure how that works. If we get rid of someone, but... Just put all your stuff here. You can keep your clothes though, I'm not going to make you naked.
Yes, lad.
I think it's best we part. Probably for the best if we're being honest. I'll be in Circus Minor if you're looking for a way to save Riss. Could still use some help in case you forgot. Yeah, I didn't forget. We're just fucking that up real bad. Okie dokie. Let's go get Rin. And then we'll head back to Circus Minor. Come with me. Where are you going? Tol Magur asked me to bring you back to her. What? She takes several steps back, looking anxiously at the rubble, as though wondering whether she could make it. No, you can't take me back to her. Don't worry about Tol, I'll take care of her and make sure you never have to be a slave again. Just don't kill her, alright? Nobody should get hurt for me. She stands silent a moment, considering. But what about those thugs? What if someone else comes after me? Or after you? I'm not a fighter. I can't help you. Don't worry about that. I'll keep you out of trouble. Alright, that sounds good then. I'll do it.
Making a note.
All right.
Alright, let's go. Alright, we got a new member. Rin. Nice intelligence, well, reasonable intelligence and speed pull. Terrible might pull, but that's fine. We need to rest soon, but I really want to get these murders solved before I rest.
I don't know what this is, but I like it.
Okay. Alright. So for the first time in the entire fucking game, we have looped right back to the start.
Sure it's safe.
It's pretty exciting. I'm pretty happy about that. Get some shit done now. Briar, Levy. Who do we need to talk to? One of you do. Felinda. I've got a book for you, Felinda, and I need to talk to you about Dendra O'Hur cultists, of course. Hey, Felinda. Here's the Tome of Singing Thorns.
Ready to pick my path.
Felinda snatched the book from the thief's hands. The merchant says, doing so. And yes, it was the same book. Still sealed, still worthless, still priceless. The merchant traces a sigil on the cover for a long, silent moment. As a reward, Felinda invited the thief, the customer, to take, yes take, one of the merchant's more ragged books as payment. Stock space was limited after all, and the customer would be doing Felinda and Sterisi a favour. You lean forward to examine Felinda's bookshelf. Ooh. Oh, what do we got? Angul and the Greater Good, The Rise of the Anglian Knights. 2 weeks and a day in the pleasure wagons of Osam's travelling menagerie and soaring circus. Okay, Humming and Hiding, The Secrets of the Labyrinth of Sound. Known Powers, a historical examination of the rulers of the Ninth World. Which one? Maybe this Anglian Knights one? Well, The Secret Sounds of... Let's get that one, Humming and Hiding, The Secret of the Labyrinth of Sound. Belinda gladly handed the book over. The Labyrinth of Sound was an intriguing topic indeed. Won't you tell me why you're narrating everything I say? The thief pleaded. He still didn't understand that Felinda wasn't speaking. That what the thief was hearing was the passage of time. Yeah, I can't talk to you about it. Can I talk to Sterisi? No, because you don't talk. You're a merchant. Let's talk to you. Hello. There we go. Have you seen any Dendra O'Hur in the market lately? Don't think so. They don't come prowling around here much. He thinks for a moment. You might try down by the grassy stair. They get a little more traffic than we do. The grassy stair? What? What's the grassy stair exactly? You? I remember you, vaguely. You're all very odd people. But that's okay. Have you seen a Dendra O'Hare woman in the market lately? She says, her mandibles chick. Click. No, near the markets? Yes. I was closing up shop and only noticed her because she was staring a little and talking to herself. Okay. Do you remember what the Dendra O'Hare woman you saw was saying?
Making a note.
Something about circles, Prada says. Clicking her mandibles. Click, click. That's it, she says. She kept talking about a hollow circle. A red hollow circle. She giggles. I didn't know the Dendra O'Hare got drunk. Okay. Interesting. Let's check our journal on that one. Not slave. Circles in red. It didn't change anything. Well, that would place Hiyatawa as probably the one who did it. Most likely. Let's talk to this merchant and see what they have anything to say about it. No? Alright, let's go to Tol Magur. We gotta do that. For Rin. She grabs your wrist and stops walking. She's trembling, staring at Tol Magur, standing atop the platform.
That's her. You promised, right? You'll take care of her? I won't have to worry about her again?
She looks at you, her eyes wide and pleading. Don't worry, Rin. I'll take care of this. Alright, she pauses, still staring at Tol. Alright, I believe you. Let's do this. Ah, there's my little lost bird. Glad you found her. Now, just send her over here and we'll count this job done. I don't want to go, she whispers. We need to talk about this, Tol. No, we don't. Just give me the girl and... She puts her hand to her face. Fine, fine. I didn't want to tell you this, but... Damn it! She grits her teeth. Here's my dirty secret, and if you tell anyone, I'll burn your flesh and scatter your bones. I'm a cast-off like you. You want to know why I want the girl? It's because she helps control the tides in me. She keeps them from slipping out into the world. Without Rin, everyone around me gets hurt, or even killed. If I use an adult for this, they die. So here's the deal. Give me the kid, and I'll teach you how to control your tides better. Don't, and... Well, let's not get into this don't, eh? She holds out her hand to Rin. No deal. We'll have to settle this some other way. No, the time for talk is over. She stares at you, and you feel a sudden swirling in your psyche, a cacophony of dueling emotions. She's doing something with the tides, filling you with sickness and despair, the overwhelming compulsion to lie down and sob. She stops, a grim smile on her face. You want an example of what cast-offs can do? You want to know why I want the girl? She stops me from doing that. Now give her to me. How about this? Stop using your tides to hurt people, or I'll tell the cult of the changing god that you're a cast-off. Her face loses its mocking cheer, and she speaks slowly and deliberately. If you do that, I will spread your guts across the harbour. You do not put those mewling sycophants on my tail, are we clear? Good. She smiles sweetly. Now send Rin over here. Did you just use tides on me? Is that what you do to Rin? Frequently, she smirks. Do you have a problem with it? Oh, nasty. You said Rin keeps your powers from hurting or killing other people. How do you know it won't kill her? She looks away from you, from Rin. I don't know. I can't bear the thought that it might. But these others here? They're my friends. If I lose Rin, my powers might kill them. So how can you justify keeping Rin in your custody? Release your claim. 60, 80, 100, 85. Can Rin do it? 80. Alright. Let's do it.
Remember that.
She grits her teeth. Fine, you've convinced me. You can keep her. But you treat her right, you hear? If I get even a hint that you've made Rin unhappy. I'll track you across the ninth world. She concentrates a moment, and the miasma that filled your mind lifts. You know what? I'll even live up to my part of the bargain. I'm going to teach you about your tides, because it'll help you keep Rin safe. You ready for this? Let's do it! She fights to keep the despairing sneer on her face. You know, I hate all of this cast-off skist, yeah? Alright. So the changing god. He made us. Maybe not on purpose. Maybe we're just an accident. But he made us. He uses the tides to transfer his mind. You felt them, I'm sure. Surges of power, emotion, whatever. That's the tides. And they're pushing around inside you. You focus them into something. You can make a weapon out of them. Manifests differently for each of us. Most of us don't think about it, but I figure use every tool at your disposal. She breathes out. Close your eyes. Feel that coiling power in you? That's the tides. Now feel this. I'm going to push a little power at you. Try to fight it off. With your eyes closed, you can see the energy emanating from her, a dark and angry spike of red-hued power that drifts towards you. Instinctively, you raise your hands to bat it away and she snorts. With your mind, use your tides. As the tidal dagger drifts closer, you feel something inside you uncoiling, a vast and restless power whose depths you can barely comprehend. It's reminiscent of the energy you used to blast the sorrow fragments from your mind, but now you can control it. And you breathe out, pushing her probe away. That's it, she says. That's it. Practice that. She pushes away. We're done. Skill level and tidal affinity has been increased by 1. Current level is trained. Okay. Let's leave. I'm done with you.
I'm ready.
Here you go, Rin. You're safe. Alright, what should we do next? I think we've got more stuff to do here. Let's just have a quick look. Shadowy reflection in the labyrinth. Salamiri, that's in the Order of Truth. We've got a few things to do in the Order of Truth, actually. Eritus, yeah. Acquire a stay of execution. Find a way to help it escape. And that's at the Order of Truth as well. Search the fifth eye for any signs of the adversary's presence. I couldn't find anything there. Okay. Okay.
Yes. Now.
Well, as far as murders go, I think we got our culprit. I think we have our culprit, but we should probably hit the...
Ready.
Hit the, underground again. And give them one last chance to confess before we go and name Matt... No, what's her name? I've forgotten again. The lady cultist. That isn't a mutant. Alright, where are we? Good to know. Let's go. Now if we go up those stairs there, we can get to the Order of Truth as well, which will make this nice and easy. This is actually a hub where we can get to pretty much anywhere, which is pretty badass. We need to talk to you, Kiyatawa. Because you're the one I'm going to finger for it. I have more questions about the murders. A merchant and circus miner said she spotted you staggering around and talking about hollow circles. Is that right, she says, scratching the back of her neck. Doesn't sound familiar, but maybe I was drunk. Okay. Gizzy, can you help me with this? Okay. Yeah, let me just check my journal on this. Because I want to make sure we get the right murderer, to be honest. I really, really want to get the right murderer. There's a lot to read here. I did read it before. I just need to find a specific thing. Okay, well, I've got no other reason to think it was anyone else.
All right.
So I'm going to go pick you as the murderer. And if the murders keep happening, then I apologize. We should probably deal with this level up. Oh, we get 2 level ups now. 2 level ups. Edge and stat pulls, ability or skill. Can't put edge into might. She's got loads of speed, like speed up the ass. What is ability or skill gonna give us? Okay. Let's just pour some of the stat pulls. Let's bring intellect up to 8 and put speed up to 11.
My enemies will fear me. Fear me more.
Elegant, your turn. Let's see what we can do with you. Extra effort, maybe? I don't know. Or edge. Because your stat pools are quite low. You're sort of might and intellect. Put a couple of points into might.
Ready to face the world.
For combat. If we end up in combat, which I want to avoid pretty much as possible. Combat always goes badly for us. Alright, here we go. I'm ready to name the murderer. Good, tell me. The young woman. Kiyatawa.
I'll remember that.
Interesting, he says. A quiet woman, somewhat fragile. I've sensed instability in her, but not the aptitude for violence. I'll be interested to learn what my people can extract from her. He signals to his bodyguards. They slip from his side and flit toward the Dendro Her chapel at a flat run. Now what happens? Sometime later, the bodyguards race back to Folsom's side. One of them whispers in his ear and he nods. Kiyatawa was already gone, he said. She must have suspected you were close to proving her guilt. At least she has fled, and I doubt she'll return. I should have talked to her about it. Fuck it. He growls deep in his throat. If you ever see her again, feel free to do the same thing to her as she did to my people. He gestures to one of his bodyguards, and she hastens forward with your reward. Folsom looks away. Do I get my reward now? No?
You bet.
I haven't got my reward yet. Did I? I didn't see. I'm surprised to see you again, he says. Though his face displays no such thing. You've named our murderer and justice is done. Do we have other business to discuss? I'll find Kiyatawa, I promise you. Good, he says. Then his broad shoulders sag, but the dead will remain dead. Indeed. I'm sorry, okay? The murderer is dealt with. That is good. We have done a thing. A good thing. Now I think we should hit the staircase. And get back to Government Square. We need to go to the Order of Truth. We've got things to be done. As always, we are very, very busy little beavers with things to be done. Climb up. Well, I'm glad to have that murder one done. Now I can rest without fear of people dying, or at least it's less likely that people will die. That's the Order of Truth right there. I have something to do with Sangolin too, didn't I? Hang on a second. What do we got? What do we got? Oh, Salamiri. Yeah, that's right. Oh, that's in the Order of Truth. Let's go. We got this. We get some shit done today. Hopefully it makes up for the last episode where we spent the entire time just standing in one place talking to people. Salamiri, you're first. Your mission was hard, by the way. Ah, there you are, she says, beaming, and holds out a smooth palm. The Eye of the Mlocks, please. You hand it over, and she returns it to her workstation. With that out of the way, she says, here's a reward for your considerable effort. Thank you. Ring of Entanglement, 2 of them, and 80 shins. By the way, I managed to save a few of the drones in the lazaret from Peerless. She nearly jumps. Lower your voice, she whispers. Astonishing. Your predecessor couldn't have done better. She passes you a heavy bag from her workstation. A small bonus. Keep what you've learned there to yourself until my book is finished. Arif. I don't know what Arif is. I've solved your problem. Now I need help fixing the resonance chamber.
I'm ready to learn something new.
Well, I remember what Adan told me, she says, frowning. The chamber was built with living crystals from a world called the Ascension. Your predecessor was remarkably resistant to tell me what it was for, regardless of the interrogation methods I employed. Her mouth quirks. He only said that it would stop the sorrow, and that none of the cast-offs could know about it, which seemed odd to me at the time. Escaping the sorrow would be in all of your best interests, I would think. She snaps her fingers. Seek out the cast-off who helped him build it. That surly artificer whose name escapes me at the moment. Mazov, Makina mutters. That's Mazov. That's right, Salamiri says, snapping her fingers. The one with machines buzzing away in his body and circuits embedded in his flesh. She taps her lip thoughtfully. Speak to a dance little cult in Circus Minor if you haven't already. They always seem to know who your brothers and sisters are. Cool. We'll talk to you about this, because you're the one who does this cloning machine thing, eh? Rubbing his temples with grease-stained fingers, the tall priest nods at you. Grease monkey priest. Oh, can I not talk to you about it? Lan Uring. Why are we not knocking on Lan Uring? I've forgotten. Let's talk to him again. Oh, he was spying, that's right. He rubs the ovoid implant on his forehead with his thumb, thinking. Takes a few moments to realize you're there. Oh, hello. Oh, that's right, we're gonna help him become a priest. Okay. Do we have any information for him this time? I can tell you who was killing the people in the underbelly and how. No, he says, alarmed. I mean, that's not the kind of discovery the Order's looking for. They're more interested in ancient mysteries, artifacts. He licks his lips nervously. I'm still looking for something that'll be useful. Okay. Alright, you. Can you do something about draining someone's life? The visitant's mechanical fingers race over the device before it, bending at bone-breaking angles to adjust and tweak the parts within. Welcome back, fellow sentient. May I assist you with something? Ah, procreation. I forgot about you. You're the guy who talks about sex all the time. How about Calistage? There's no one else to talk to.
Perhaps I was too roundabout in my earlier words. Lose the broken priest, and then I'll talk to you.
You're not going to talk to me at all. You're an asshole. I don't want to be your friend anymore, douchebag. The device lies before you, utterly silent, as though it's waiting for someone to step inside it. Try to determine how the machine works? 55. Yeah. 95. Done. After several minutes of examining the spare parts on the table and the machine itself, you think you understand. Most of the components can channel or focus the life taken from a subject. One of them, if you are correct, is the device that pulls the life from the subject. But none of them can store life, even temporarily. Furthermore, there are no duplicate components. You'll only have one shot at building the device Finzen's Levy needs. Use the parts on the table to build a cipher for Finzen and his Levy. You. You've got the speed, yo.
I'm ready to learn something new.
The goal, of course, is to channel the life directly from Finzen to his Levy with no intermediary step. It will not be as elegant as the machine beside you, but it should work. Should. Working with great care, you fit the delicate components together with quiet snicks and clacks, following the insubstantial blueprint in your mind. Clack. There. Done. Finzen and his Levy await. Oh, we gotta do this too. Try to determine why the machine looks so familiar. Why didn't we do this already? 55. Yeah, I didn't think that was gonna work. We need to sleep first. Well, we got the device. Oh, and it's time to wrap up the episode. We'll just go outside first, because we got no more things to do here in the Order of Truth. But there's plenty more to be done around the place, so let's just hit our journal nice and quick and see what we've got. So we still need to go through the Fifth Eye and find the guy. We need to return to Finzen. I've forgotten where he is. I don't think he's very far from here, though. The Stickus, we're not telling on him. Stay of Execution, we're not getting that. We're actually getting some shit done. Find a way to communicate with the shadowy reflection that's appeared in the labyrinth. When I discovered the body of a young woman in the ruined house, a new reflection began to take shape in my mind. In order to interact with it, I'll need to form a stronger connection. Scavengers picked their cast-off's house clean. Someone near the house may be able to tell me if they spotted anyone digging through the rubble. A few cultists of the Changing God are loitering near the collapsed house. They saw some dirty children foraging through the debris, so we need to talk to some people about that, and that's, where is that? That's, like, down? This way? That's Circus Minor. Caravanserai. I think that's where the airship goes, so we'll head that way, I guess, in the next one. Lots to be done. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one.